homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, today I'm just going to do this is just a quick video of a work light. I've been looking at several things, and I got a present for Christmas from my brother-in-law, and it's this Braun 1250 lumen work light. It's rechargeable, battery powered work light, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to know how long it's going to work, you know, how many hours I'm going to get out of it, and all that stuff. So let's get this baby open and see what it looks like. At least the package is going to be easy to open without a pocket knife. It's going to tear open, looks like. Inside the package, here's the work light with a little stand, and then, of course, the instructions. Ain't no man going to read those. And then here is the charging cable, and it's just a basically it's a USB cable. Okay, it's just a USB cable with I guess that's a mini USB port right there instead of the one like's on my phone. So apparently it plugs in anywhere. Now this one happens to be on. Right back here happens to be at least partially charged. Right back here there is a port where you can plug in, and it looks like you might even be able to plug your phone in and charge it from the back of this, because there's a USB port back here. I'll have to try that a little later in the video. It's got a screw on where you can screw it onto like a camera mount and use a tripod, so that's nice. I like it because I want to be able to use it on my tractor after dark. So I'm going to put a screw someplace on my tractor where I can screw this in and point it wherever I want it. It's 1250 lumens, so let's turn that on. I'm sure it's going to black out my camera, but let's see. Okay, that thing is very, very bright. Okay, I mean, ooh, blinds you bright. So it's bright enough for what I want. And looking here, I'm here in my basement studio. It lights up the back wall all the way to the back of the basement. So it's very bright. It's as bright almost as the work lights that I have in the workshop out there. And it has adjustable settings. Of course, there's a flash setting and a fast flash. Then on. See, it's dimmer. Come on. Dim. And there's the flash again. So it's got a dim, a low, and a high setting. So what I want to do is I want to get this out, turn it on. I've got it complete. It's completely charged. It came completely charged. There's a set of let me turn it on here. See here on the back, there's a set of lights that when you press a button, it lets you see how charged it is. Now this one is on the first green. There's two greens. It's not fully charged when you buy it. So apparently I need to plug it in and charge it up, and then I'm going to turn it on, and then we'll come back and see how long it works at high. Because high is probably what you'd use most of the time, but even that low setting here in the here in the basement. There's the high. There's low. Even this low setting, I'm looking back and it shines. My basement's 30 feet. And I'm probably from corner to corner because I'm in this corner. So it's probably shining back there into that back corner. And it's got that whole room lit up back there. So it's a powerful little light. Go through all the things here to make sure it's off. There we go. It's off. So I'm going to charge this up completely, and then I'm going to turn it on and leave it on high, and then I'll turn it on and leave it on low. I'm not going to do that on the video. I'll just give you the results. So when I get it charged up and powered up, I'll come back to you and let you know how it went. Okay, we're back. Still got the papers here. Haven't moved nothing. Get this out of my way. Now, $24.95. It has a charging port right here on the back. This will charge my cell phone up, I am satisfied, 15 or 20 times. So it's worth it just for the cell phone charger, especially in an emergency situation. You know, we carry lights all the time. Let me get one to show you what I'm talking about. I keep these all over my house. There's one on every floor. Okay, there's one upstairs, there's one down here in the basement, and there's one, well, there's actually two on the main living floor of the house. And we keep these because of power outages and things like that. The batteries last a long time, and you just pull them open and you've got LED lights that last about 14 or 15 hours on a set of 4 AAA batteries. But in a power emergency, this is not going to help you a bit with your phone. We've got a landline phone. We've got cell phones, but our cell signal here is pretty bad. So you can always go out in your car and charge your phone, but this right here is a game changer for that. You can charge your phone right here. Of course, you could have a battery pack in the house. We're building the solar panels to go in this house that would run our refrigerators and our freezers and stuff like that, and run some of our media devices, because you need to know about the weather and that kind of thing. But this would be a handy little gadget to have in your shop, on your tractor. You know, it just makes sense. It's a handy little gadget. Now, it's easy to charge up. This went, I plugged it into the USB port on my computer, and it charged up just as fast as my camera's charged. So it's pretty quick to charge. Now, I turned it on high and left it, walked away. And on high, this lasted a little better than 5 hours. It lasted like 5 hours and 10 minutes before it was too dim to see. Then I went back and I recharged it again. And when I charged it the second time, I put it on low. And it lasted nearly 9 hours on low. Hey, that's pretty good for a very powerful light. Now, is it as powerful as a shop light? And you know what I'm talking about, those 110 volt shop lights, square heads, halogen bulbs, 500 watts. Is it as powerful as that? No, those are 10,000 lumens. They're 10 times more powerful than this is. Okay? But let me tell you, this has been a real good, this would make a real good addition for mounting to my tractor without having to worry about 110 volt power. it'll light up the bottom of your work vehicle. It'll light up. It's actually brighter than the headlights on my tractor. Okay? It's brighter than the headlights on my tractor. And they're 12 volt standard headlights for tractors. I haven't got any fancy LED headlights for my tractor. They're just the standard headlights, and this is brighter than them. I think it's the color of the light that makes it brighter. I'm not sure that the actual lumens is brighter, but the color of the light makes it brighter, and I can see better with this than I can with the headlights on my tractor, because the color of those is a little yellow. So yeah, I like this a lot. I'm going to make a tractor mount for it so I can screw it into the overhead part of my tractor. Now, as far as some of the reviews online, I've looked at the reviews online, and a lot of them worry about this switch. Okay, a lot of them worry about this switch wearing out over time. Well, I'm going to tell you, I've got a little Braun stick light. It's just a little tube that's got a light on it. It's got a switch on it. The switch feels identical to this. I bet you I've clicked that switch 10,000 times. Okay? So I'm not worried about this switch getting bad on this light. Now, I wouldn't want to leave this out in the weather. I'm not so sure that it's waterproof. I didn't want to dunk it in water to determine if it was waterproof, because I want to use it. I didn't want to tear it up, so I want to use it. So I don't know how waterproof it is, but you can set it down like this. The handle goes all the way back, so you can hang it. Okay, you can hang it on a fence. It has a screw port that you could screw it in solid to something. That's exactly the same screw port as is on my cameras. So you could buy a camera tripod, and this would mount right on top of it. Or if you've got one, you could mount this right on top of a camera tripod. It's relatively light. So I think I'm going to get years and years of service out of this. Okay, that's my review of the Braun 1250 lumen shop light. Well worth the price of only $24.95. You know, what can you get for $24 that's going to work that well? Okay? Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes one, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead. Now, if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.